So what's up guys, Xenogreat here, back again with a new low-end guide. And in this video I'm gonna show you how you can play Marvel Spider-Man on a low-end PC. Now definitely this game is quite power hungry, and I'm gonna mention that you need at least 6 GB of RAM on your PC to run the game. Now the reason why I stopped making low-end guides is because I don't actually have a low-end PC anymore. My PC broke actually. But the PC I have here now, I think it would be good enough for benchmarking so that you guys know if you can play the game or not. So I have a Ryzen 7 4800H with Radeon graphics. Now Radeon graphics is basically the integrated GPU of a laptop. I mean, especially if your laptop has 2 GPU. Now I have disabled my main GPU, which is the RTX 3050 Ti. So I think this Radeon graphics would give you guys an idea. Now as I've said earlier, you need at least 6 GB of RAM to play the game. So if you have less than that, then I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. So anyway, we're gonna start off with optimizing our windows. Now I've made a separate video about it, so I recommend you guys watch that, but I'm gonna go through that shortly on this. So first of all, you wanna clear your temporary files. So press Windows plus R button at the same time and then type %temp%. Just copy this here, then hit OK, then select all with Ctrl A and then Shift and delete, or you can hold Shift and right click and hit delete. By the way, I am using Windows 11, but it's the same for Windows 10. Then again press Windows plus R, then type temp, just temp without the percentage, and clear all of them. Now I have recently cleared my temporary files, which is why I don't need to do them, but you might have to. So anyway, skip the ones that you can't delete. Now you want to make sure that you are using the latest drivers. And it is actually quite important for this game because this game has some fuss about using latest drivers. So if you have an AMD GPU, then you have to go to AMD software, and here you will find an option called driver and software. Just go to that and check the status. If it says up to date, then you're good to go. If it doesn't say up to date, then you might have to update it. I'll put the official link in the description box below. Now if you have an NVIDIA GPU, then go to GeForce Experience. Now from here, just hit check for updates, or here you can also see it says that I have the latest NVIDIA Studio driver. Now after that, you want to make sure that you are running on high performance mode. Now this is actually quite important for laptops because my laptop actually has couple of modes and some of them even disables the main GPU. So let's select power plan or type power plan from here, then go to choose the power plan. Now as you guys can see here, I have Razer Cortex power plan, which is basically a boosted or high performance power plan. Now I'll put the link of Razer Cortex down in the description box below, and I also highly recommend using it as it's a really good game booster. So let's open Razer Cortex. Now, and here as you can see, I have boosted it. From Game Booster, you'll find a button which will say boost now or something like that. So you can manually boost it, or it will boost when you're playing a game. Now you can close it. Now after making sure all of this are done, let's get to our game files. Now from game files, you want to open Spider-Man, then go to settings. Now let's select our GPU or graphics options. So first of all, for resolution, we're going to go with 800 into 600. Now this is the lowest resolution you can go down to. So let's use 800 into 600. Now you want to use the upscaling method like AMD FSR or IGTI. Now I have a RTX GPU, which is why I can use DLSS, but if you don't have RTX, then you won't have this option. So you want to use something like AMD or IGTI. Now that's up to you and your GPU. Now after that, select dynamic resolution scaling and set it to 60. By the way, set the upscaling method to something like that. And also you might want to turn on VSync or not, that's up to you, that's optional. Then go to graphics, then select very low, then set the depth of field to off. Now this will be set to high for some reason, but well, just hit it off. Now you can keep or reduce the motion blur strength, that's up to you. I think that doesn't matter much, but if you still lag, then I recommend lowering it down. And then also make sure to set the film grain strength to 0 and then hit OK and play. Now from our in-game settings, you want to go to display and graphics obviously, and make sure that the graphics settings that you've set earlier is alright. And now you might want to check the upscaling method and stuff, that's up to you. And also make sure that graphics is very low. And that's pretty much it. and I was able to play the game at 30 to 40 FPS with Radeon graphics, and obviously I get a lot of FPS with my 3050 Ti. So definitely I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys in the next video.